All over the world one sees appalling elections. Contests between a bad political party and an even worse one. A choice between stagnation or regression. A choice between very bad things and extremely bad things. How did politics end up like this? An election should be a contest between options so good that you don't know what one to choose. An election should be a contest between an array of great choices. Imagine it. But instead we get to choose between bad and worse. At best we get a choice between mediocre and terrible. It is appalling, and this is not how it has to be. The grotesque state of electoral politics is a consequence of many things. Politicians who have abandoned morality in pursuit of power. Politicians who care about securing and holding power more than anything else. Politicians who serve the interests of those who fund them. Politicians who secure support by appealing to the worst people in their country. Politicians who exemplify all of humanity's worst traits. To a certain extent, power naturally attracts bad people. It is also easier to acquire power if you are a bad person. Brutal, amoral people will have an easier time acquiring power than people who take their values seriously. This is not to say that all politicians are evil. Many are not. Many politicians have been consumed by a mindless desire to win elections. They are more interested in winning elections than advocating good policy and following their values. They only care about winning, and soon they are willing to say and do anything. When winning becomes your ultimate goal, you soon stand for nothing. In an ideal democracy, a group of great candidates would put forward a range of great policies. There would be no dishonest rhetoric or big money donations. There would be no fear-mongering or mindless virtue signalling. There would be no lies or spin doctors. People would not be driven by a desperate desire to win. They would put forward their policies and accept their fate. And they would face their fate without fear. They would keep it simple. If you like my policies, vote for me. If you don't, vote for the other guy. In an ideal system, politics would not be dominated by personality and rhetoric. In an ideal system, politics would not be dominated by image or marketing. In an ideal system, politics would be dominated by policy and principle. We would struggle to choose due to a wide range of great choices. We must remember the ideal and we must pursue it. We must seek a better democracy. This is not as good as it gets. Politics should be all about serving the people. Politics should be all about serving moral principles. Politics should be all about pursuing good policy.